Hey there, folks. Javier Blog 208 coming to you live today with another episode of today's discussion. Today we're gonna get out of politics. I know I've been bombarding you guys with politics lately. We talked about the Kyle Rittenhouse interview with Tucker Carlson. We talked about the lockdowns in Austria for the unvaccinated. We talked about Kyle Rittenhouse, and we've been talking about a bunch of different political topics. But today we're taking the discussion off politics. And we're going to do something a little bit different today for this episode. We are going to take a look at understanding the YouTube analytics for videos. And I've been doing a review of my Kyle Rittenhouse Tucker Carlson interview, and I'm pretty impressed. I'm partially impressed, but also partially disappointed. And I got to figure out, what did I do wrong? The views soared on that video. Okay, I was surprised myself to see that it hit 51 views, which is actually, for me, currently is a lot for me. For many people out there on YouTube, that's not a lot. That's like very trivial. But for me to get 51 views, that's a pretty big deal. I've only had a couple of videos that have surpassed 100 views. So as you can see here, my most viewed video up to this point is my Church in the Air Takeoff from Phoenix video. It was a video where I kind of played a sermon as we were taking off from Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport. That one hit 739 views, so to date that is my most viewed video, with actually 11 likes and 2 dislikes. So that actually did very well. My Driving Through Miami video got 679 views with 2 likes and no dislikes. My What Happened to Low Anthony video was actually my largest viewed talk show video. This hit 194 views with 4 likes and 5 dislikes. Actually, not bad, not bad. My Sounds at DIA, it seems like people are liking these video shorts for some reason. I don't know what it qualifies to do a video short. To do like a video short, I don't know how long you have to make a video to qualify for that. Probably 30 seconds, maybe 45 seconds, something like that. But continuing on, my Sounds at DIA, Denver International Airport. This got 170 views, 1 comment, and 2 likes. My best pesto dish at Mall of America in Minneapolis, Minnesota got 151 views. No likes or dislikes. This is my second highest viewed talk show. This is my 3 evangelists, your thoughts, my thoughts. This is one I posted right after the election when a lot of the people were freaking out. A lot of the people that were like prophesying that Trump was going to be president again and all that, they were freaking out that Trump didn't win and that Biden won. And there's still a lot of skepticism. Behind that. A lot of people do believe that there was something fishy in that election, but I don't know for sure. I don't know. But anyhow, video soared. It hit 146 views, 3 comments, and 3 likes. Hang on one second. No dislikes. My response to Rudy Giuliani, that hit 121 views. The Fox News interview, so that actually did pretty well. 2 comments, no dislikes, no likes. Day in a life at a Greyhound bus station. They seem to like these short videos. 109 views, 1 comment, and 2 likes. The story of Kissing Kate Barlow, that was a good one. That was a creative one that I did from Holes. 94 views. 4 likes, 1 dislike. So actually, that was pretty good. That one did pretty good. Mississippi Civil Rights Museum interview. 1 like, 0 dislikes. Entering Disney World. 90 views. 1 dislike. So these are my videos that anything up here, like videos that surpassed 100 views. So actually this did pretty good. But back to my Tucker interview, which was my most recent one. So currently this video got 51 views. And I thought I did a pretty good job on this, but So 51 views, that's the good news. The bad news is no likes or dislikes, no reactions, one comment. Give me 1 second. So quickly breaking down the YouTube analytics. So this is for my Tucker Carlson, Kyle Rittenhouse interview. The analytics pretty much come down to this. The average person viewed my video for 3 minutes and 59 seconds. The average percentage of my video viewed was 12.2%. And then this is the most interesting part of studying the analytics. So it shows that my video was at peak view. So obviously it starts out at 100 at 0 point at the beginning of the video. It starts out at 100, and then it drops. So by the 19th second of the video, only 15% of viewers were only 15% of the people who saw my video were watching this. And then it climbed up to 23% at the 57-second mark, 15%. And then by the time we're at 34, it seems to have peaked at 38%. That's the highest it was since it started. So at the 2 minute and 14-second mark, which is right around the time that I began the interview with Tucker Carlson before I started reviewing it. It hit 38%, and then it dropped to 31, and then it dropped to 15 at the 3 minute and 57-second mark, and then it went down to 8% by 4 minutes and 49 seconds. Climbed up to 15%, climbed up, down, so on. Went back up to 23% by 9:57. Then I wanted to see what happened here, because it seems like I was keeping a steady average at around 15%, and then it dropped down to 8% on this part. And then after the 18 minute and 57-second mark, after the 19 minute and 36-second mark, it just hit 0%. And so between 20 minutes and 14 seconds and 26 minutes, it stayed at 0%. So nobody saw this part. So between this and this, there was nobody that saw it. So that was just an interesting thing. And then it went back up to 8%, and then it dropped back down again. But it steadied at 8% after that. So we're going to take a look at what happened during this part of the interview, and why about the people who were watching, who were staying steady pretty much, turned it off after this part, and we're going to address it. Says he wants to turn himself in. There's a lot of questions surrounding that. So over here, we're seeing the 19 minute and 38 second. Give me 1 second. We're seeing the 19 minute and 38 second mark, the 19 minute 45-second mark. So this is right around the time that the people who were watching my video decided to drop, and it just went to 0. So I'm going to see what happened, and we're going to address it real quick. Wanted, whether his real intention was to turn himself in or not. A lot of people believed that he was on the run, and that he just lied about wanting to turn himself in. That's some of the sources that I hear from other sources. Obviously, we're hearing directly from him. So his story is that he wanted to turn himself in, couldn't do it in Kenosha, had to cross state lines. I wasn't very clear which state he was going into. I don't know if it was Minnesota or Illinois or one of those. Probably Minnesota. I would guess Minnesota. Reason I would guess Minnesota is because I know that Wisconsin towns do border Minnesota quite a bit, but I really don't know. I really don't know which state he turned himself into. But according to the way it looked, it seems like to me is that after I said that, that there's people who believe that he was lying about turning himself in, and that a lot of people believe he's on the run, a lot of people who were watching my video just turned it off. So that was interesting. That was an interesting observation I had there. Just to address it, that's not what I think. I want to make that very clear with you guys. I'm just saying, when I do my videos, I bring the perspectives from both sides and the understandings of both sides. So I know there's people out there who do believe that, and there's people out there, particularly on the left, or people who weren't supportive of Kyle Rittenhouse, do believe that he was on the run, crossing state lines with an AR-15. And then he was not being honest about wanting to turn himself in. I don't believe that personally, but that's kind of what was being portrayed a lot in the media in a lot of that. And so it's just an interesting observation to see that when I mentioned that, the people watching my video turned it off. And they kept it off like 5 minutes of the video, and that part of the video was just like a sinkhole, was just a black hole, and nobody ended up watching it. Anyway, YouTube analytics are just very interesting. They give you the perspective. They show you the average time the average person viewed your video. They show the average percentage of your video that was seen by people. For me, it was 12.2% for that particular video. Many of my videos did way better. Many of my videos did way worse. Just in general, and over here, an interesting part kind of takes you down to piece by piece of your video of what percentage of the people watched just saw that part of your video. You know, it takes you down 12, 51, 15%, just in general. So you could just play around with this. Average view duration, average percent of views. I just thought it'd be kind of a fascinating thing. This video got 51 views since it was published. I didn't get any subscribers from this video. Nobody liked, nobody disliked, nobody commented. And obviously I'm just trying to do better every time. So I guess some self-critique for myself is like just giving it a little bit of thoughts. Is it a good idea for me to play music at the beginning of my video? Because I have noticed a trend from many of the videos that I did, like for example, my my Austria lockdown on the unvaccinated video. I played the Sound of Music clip for 30 seconds, and then I noticed that throughout that point, many people just turned it off. As you see here, it starts at 105%. People clicking on it kind of expect me to start talking right away, but they just see this clip from the Sound of Music as soon as they turn it on. And then it just goes down, 62%. And I am in question on whether 30 seconds was too long to play the intro. And then it just drops, continues to drop, so it's at 62%. As it continues on, it goes down to 38%. Hey there, folks. It's Javier. So yeah, we lost some views there, and then it just averages out. And just in general, that's something I generally do at the start of many of my videos. So I don't know if it's a good idea. I don't know if I'm going to continue that or not for future episodes. I don't know. Maybe I should just jump right into the discussion so I don't lose people's attention. And yeah, that's just that right there. Anyway, in conclusion, this video already went on longer than I planned. YouTube analytics are pretty interesting just in general. They give you a very broad perspective of like who's watching your video for how long and what percentage of people are watching it and which parts are more watched and which parts are less watched and where your viewer count rises and drops. So it just gives you a lot of perspective and helps you grow and helps you learn for future videos that you make. And gives you an idea, where can I improve? What did I do wrong? Where can I get better at, just in general, etc., etc., etc. And for this video in particular, I've already made it. I don't know if you guys all kept your attention span this long. It's 13 minutes and 45 seconds going on, much longer than I wanted it to be. But just some thoughts. One thing I want to mention before I let you guys go is if you guys see my videos, please do comment and leave your feedback. I really appreciate your comments, good or bad, negative or positive, whether I agree or disagree. And I just want to hear your feedback, just in general. If you like it, like it. If you dislike, dislike. Just do whatever you need to do. And I just want to get your feedback. And as always, please do subscribe to my channel for more content. Thanks so much for tuning in to this episode of today's discussion. Xavier Blog 208. I got more for you coming Monday. So like and subscribe. I'll see you all soon. Take care.